Hello, everyone. Let's do this. Finally, over here. Let's get to continue with our class. Today's class. Oh, here. Better. Oh, yes. Already have my background. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is your teacher, Sergio. Over here, giving the continuity of our last class. And it was just about the recording I sent to you because it wasn't, let's say, online. It wasn't synchronous. It was recorded. So I sent it to you. And also for those who weren't capable or didn't have the time to watch the videos I sent to you, we're gonna be doing right here, right now, a recap. Okay, a short recap about what we saw on those videos. It's a short recap, and it's important for you um, to get like updated with all this information, because this is, as I told you, the continue of the precise information that is supposed to be given uh, over the program of the course. Okay, so let's do this. Let me see what I got here. AI tools. Here I have the tools. I have 20 here. Oh, AI tools for academic success. But first of all, as I told you, let's do a um, let's say a short review about what we saw on those recordings. Okay, and I have here the respective recording. And what else? Let me see. Yeah, I am sharing right now. Very good. Thank you for being here, everyone, and let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna be like doing the doing the description, okay, because there's a video and you have to watch the whole video so you can get updated with the class. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing like some description so you can see what was the topics, what were all those topics that I was teaching to you over those videos. And the first part was about the Blackboard environment. I was talking about in that video the units and the activities you have to develop. Okay, I'm gonna be talking, a little deeper on what you have to do in every unit. Okay, I show it to you over there, like um, let's say the resources of every unit. I made the final organization of the course, okay, because I was like pending with that information. So I was like giving you some time for get comfortable with the Blackboard environment and all those things. And the time was passing by, and I felt like I was a little back there. And let's get updated with the information. Let's get updated with the platform, so I can be giving to you the respective resources of every unit, and of course the activities that were pending about the units and resources as well. Okay, here I was, um, like giving the final like review of how to logging into the Blackboard environment, the ways that you have to do your logging, what do you need for that, and talking about some descriptions of the Blackboard as well. So you can see over there the descriptions, and you can put up to date with the information. Okay, I was doing a review, a live review actually, over the Blackboard platform, explaining to all you what was about every part of the Blackboard environment. There you can see, as you can see in the screen. Let me put it on full screen over here. And there you can see as well those descriptions about the Blackboard environment. It's very important because the Blackboard platform is the official one of Unicaribe. Okay, that's not a secret, that's nothing new. So our goal over here is for you to get comfortable with this platform, so you can get familiar with, so you can develop some practicing activities, okay? And you can get like, you know, as I told you, familiar with the platform. And maybe you don't have the complete domain of the uh, platform, but you must maybe know the basics about the explaining that I've been giving to you since the day number one. In the day number one, we were explaining about the IT, about the technology, about those peripherals and all the tools that you have in hand for developing your academic work. In this time, in this opportunity, so we're going to be advancing and getting together that information and connecting, of course, what does it have to do with the um, processing documents tools, and also what do we have to do with the Blackboard environment as well. Okay, so it's important to recognize that all the topics and all the um, let's say all the information is like connected. Okay, so as the way also I've been giving to you the precise information, so you are getting familiar with the um, technological environment, document processing environment, and now Blackboard environment as well. What else? What we saw? I was looking for the resources, okay, that it's given to you over here. Let me share this. I'm sharing this specific screen, okay, where you have this one, the ICT Propedeutics Course, Unicaribe, Guyana. Okay, this is the ICT like program of the course. Okay, so there you can see the main resource of the course, and inside that document you can see every reference over there from where did we take out that information, updated information, of course. And okay, the Google Workspace also, talking about the Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all those navigations and content tools. And also we were giving you tips and information about the Google environment, the Google Workspace environment. And also over here right now, this specific class, today's class, We're gonna be talking about the AI tool, okay? But we're gonna be talking about like doing the descriptions about the AI, getting you to know the importance of the AI, the advantages of the AI, okay? So you gotta get to know a little deeper the AI tools, the AI environment. Oh, this went blank. I don't know why. It turned into white, completely white. I don't know why. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Um, we're gonna be talking to you a little deeper about the AI tool, but not the AI as you know it, because there's an important positioning of the AI tool ChatGPT. Okay, everybody of you maybe uh, over 90% of the students knows ChatGPT, knows like I don't know Gemini or another AI tool. Okay, basic tool. Those are basic tools. And we're going to be giving to you the precise information about what's the importance of using AI, the ways that you have to use the AI precisely, the ethic way that you have to use the AI, and also giving you the precise information for turning the AI to work for you, not you accepting all the AI gives to you. That's not the way to use a kind of tool like that. Okay, but we're gonna be digging deep over there and getting online with all the resources. Okay, because every resource over here, you have the opportunity to consult the resources, and that's what I did over here in the video. Explain it to you resource by resource and doing click on every resource so you can see where the information came from. Okay, and that's official. That's an official information about the Blackboard environment, the Blackboard learning system. Okay, and because of that, okay, um, I took the planned decision about making those resources available directly into the Blackboard platform. And I'm gonna show you unit by unit how can you find those references, those documents that were uploaded over there. Maybe you already saw it, but I'm gonna be explaining also anyway. What else? Okay, talking about. Okay, I was exploring also a past course to explain once again uh, what's the method, the valuation method of Unicaribe. Okay, doing a recap about the delivery date. Okay, doing a general recap of the Blackboard environment for you, as I told you, to get comfortable with, uh, let's say, with all the tools and all the content that you can find over there, and for you to know to get to know the structure of every course, because you will notice that every course uh, that you are coursing, okay, you will notice that maybe you can see like the same pattern like the same structure over there? And maybe yes, there's some changes between one course and other, but it's about the content, okay? The standard of the presentations, of the resources, of the activities are the same because there's a standard over there and it's shown to you course by course, okay? And here, as you can see in the screen, I took one path course. I took one past course and show you the structure of the Blackboard environment once you are inside the course. What options do you have? How can you explore? And explain it to you step by step, tab by tab, resource by resource, content by content, those information that are over there. And what's the most important over here? That you can adapt yourself to the um, let's say to the Blackboard and Unicaribe standard. You know that Unicaribe has a educational standard called educational model. That specific model it's created in order to um, the new ways, okay, to study over here in DR because there were a problem over here that there was just one structure of giving classes, you know, and then in the 90s, let's say in the 90s, mid 90s, final 90s, you know, there comes Unicaribe with the proposal of distance education, mixed education, and including the technological in favor of the students. And the educational model also adopts the way that you have to work with the resources we give to you and how to combine those methods with the resource, with the core syllabus, with your experience, with the researcher point of view, okay? And all related things, okay? Once again, I did the final recap over here, doing the like, um, let's say the highlight, okay? Doing the highlight of what you have to be aware of, okay? Precisely talking about the due dates, okay, the deadlines, talking about the presentation, okay, presentation of the units, because there's a standard over there that where you are presenting, you have to adopt to the educational model of Unicaribe for collaborating work, self research work, okay? Collaborating work for developing a final project in every course that you're gonna be through, okay? And what else? And being aware, of course, of the way that it's structured, the calendar, the class activities, okay, the extras, the diplomas, all the things that are related for you to take. So I was there explaining all that. So once again, you have to watch, okay, you have to watch that video. It's very important for you to know all those things, like let's say more deep, okay, more deep than I'm doing now because as I told you, I'm doing a quick recap, but the main content is in that video, explain it, okay, step by step. second by second. Okay, doing all the explanations and also exploring the syllabus, the structure of the syllabus, talking about the topics, talking about the resources, talking about the activities, talking about the grading, talking about the final project, attendance, exam, all those related things. Okay, the structure of the course, unit by unit, also. Okay, the unit by unit activities. Okay, that the activities can be mixed. Okay, some mixed activities, and I was a little surprised this afternoon because somebody wrote to me and told me that he or she saw a lot of activities, and I said, "What? What do you mean a lot of activities?" I couldn't believe that he or she was saying that to me. I really couldn't believe that, but everything is possible. But let me tell you something. It's not a consolation prize, okay? But let me do some comparison over here. We are practicing, okay? And you are having actually one activity per unit, okay? One activity per unit, and that's not a lot. That's the minimum that you're gonna see in Blackboard. And I put you in the minimal way for you to be practicing with those activities. But let me tell you something. The reality is that the courses, the regular courses, okay, have at least two activities per unit. At least. Sometimes you're gonna be seeing three, four, even five activities per unit. Okay, so one activity per unit is not a lot. It's the minimum. Okay, so you have to work. Okay, you have to practice. You have to manage your time. Case of the complaints about that, I don't have time for that or whatever. It's a it's a simple way to say, okay, let's get organized. Okay, let's get my scheduling order. Let's get all the things together and let's get to work. That's it. That has to be the message. Okay, but as I'm telling you, do not get surprised when you see a subject, okay, a course, okay, as a very most common said, when you see a course and all the content over there in every unit, you see as well two, even three, even four activities per unit. So one activity per unit, that's nothing practically, okay? That's nothing. Sometimes you're gonna be seeing, as I told you, one activity, two, three, four, even five. I've seen five activities per unit in some subjects. Okay. So one is nothing. The reality is also that you have to adjust your calendar. You have to adjust your life, of course, because you took this challenge also. This is a challenge for you. So you have to do some adaptations in order to get, you know, successful in this path. Okay. Maybe you say, oh my God, a lot of activities, a lot of activities. And you say, what? How many activities? 10, 15? Oh, one activity per unit. It's a lot. Oh my God. That's a little critical, but it's okay. It's manageable. Okay. Let's say you have to get organized in order to be successful on your academic path. That's nothing. One activity per unit, it's the minimum. Even that you have the final work, final project. Even on that you have also the activities implemented by the teacher. Those are another activities. Okay, let me see something over here. What's up? So I think it's a little funny over there. And I said, I just responded, okay, it's not let's say, it's not as I told you, a consolation prize, okay, but it's the reality. You will find out later. Okay, so what else? I talked about the grade book where you can see all your stuff. I talked about the all the things that you are seeing over there. All the tabs, content, calendar, all, everything. I talked about everything. So you must see this video in order to get updated, of course. I'm sorry. Recording in progress. I'm sorry. Let me see something over here. Let's see, let's see, let's see. So, okay. The other video, it's about the main content of the ICT in Blackboard, okay? Where you can see listed the topics, the resources, the activities, step by step, okay? And also explaining to you what are the activities about. And it's important also to watch this because there are some details over there that you have to follow, okay? I repeat, in order to get successful in your academic path over here. I know you won't be having some extra problems or issues or something, but it's important also to make the necessary for you to have it in mind. So I was explaining every unit content, every unit resource. I was uploading resources for you to consult. So nowadays, if you consult any unit, okay, you can see resources uploaded there. Okay, also you can see different activities. I was like constructing activities over there and giving, the respective structure, selecting and, doing my teacher thing. Okay, so here I was uploading the resources. Remember, a resource, okay, it's a document or web page that you can consult for getting updated with the um, unit content. Okay. So once you consult the resource and you think that it's not enough for you, and you want to uh, doing a little more deep research about that, so you are in all your rights to do so. Okay, you are free to do so if you want uh, to make a complement with that activity, with that resource, so you can find out in other places, in other sites, for getting the precise information that you need. If you think that the resources that you found there are enough, okay, then you develop your activities and upload your work. Also, there I explain also step by step the procedure, okay, of uploading an activity, how to upload an activity, and giving to you the respective advice of the due date, okay, the deadline, telling to you and giving you the recap, the precise recap of the regular classes, that the unit number one closes every 15th of every month. 15, not 16, not 17, 15, 11:59 p.m. That's the deadline for the unit number one. 15, 11:59. So you have since the day number one of the month to develop the unit number one activities. Maybe it can be one, maybe it can be two, but you have 15 days times 24 hours. Okay, you got a lot of hours to develop that specific work. So you have to manage your time, to take your space, because you are doing some, sacrifices over here by being here, in fact. You have to take advantage of the resources, the tools that the university gives to you in order to be successful. I repeat, that's what we want every time, that the students being successful. Nothing else. Nothing else than successful. Okay? I can guarantee you that. We want you to be successful. Trust me. That's one of our central goals. And what else? 15, okay? Unit number two and number three closes on 22nd. Okay, so you have since the day number one, you have 22 days to develop unit number two and three activities. You have to get yourself organized in order to upload your activity. Okay, make the sacrifice. Obviously, sacrifice, make your diligence, starting the resources, completing the step by step activities. Okay, not just the first part and that's it. No, no, no. You have to go step by step and read very well the document, so you can be engaged with the information and you know what to do and how to do your activity. So it's important to read and follow all the steps to make a successful uploading over there. 22nd of every month. Unit number two, unit number three. 22nd, not 23rd, not 23, not 24, not 25. No, no, no. 22nd. Okay, 11:59 p.m. That's the deadline, closing of the activities of unit number two and number three. Okay? Units number 4 and number 5, the last day of the month. Can be 30, 31st, I don't know. It depends. If it's June, you know it's 30. If it's July, you know it's 31st. 11:59 p.m. That's the deadline. But it doesn't mean even that you have to upload those activities on the deadline. 11:59 p.m. You are uploading. Oh, let me upload the activity. No, no, you don't have to wait until the deadline. You can do it before. That's the supposed to be. Okay, you are supposed to be uploading those activities before, very before the deadline, not to get caught with the time, not to get caught sleeping. Because if you don't do so, you can miss some points and you can miss important activity, practicing, analysis, information, creative um, things that are given to you for you to develop your professional path. And it's important to us that you keep practicing and you keep doing all your things in order to get the most of the knowledge that we um, procure from you. Okay, so not to wait until the deadline. Okay, it's not necessary. Maybe you can say, oh, I don't have time for that. Okay, but you did um like an engagement you did with the Unicaribe program, and you have to be attached to the conditions and do the respective effort. Repeat to procure to be successful. Because if you say, if your argument is that you don't have time, I don't have time even. I neither. I have less time than you. I can tell you. But this is not a competence about who has less time than anyone other else. Okay. And there you can see in the video, it was me creating the activities. And you can notice also that the activities can be different activities. As what? Okay. There are uploading document activities because there are some topics that you have to upload and you have to develop. Okay. You have to do like, I don't know, an analysis, a diagram, um, an SI, what else? A definition of topics, an explanation of topics in the real life, for example. And you have also the discussion debates, as I am creating over there in the video, and also the self-assessment that are a little quick tests that you can develop in a specific time into the platform. Those are quizzes before, of course, the midterm exam and also the final exam. What else? Discussion debates. You can see, as I told you, too many ways of developing activities. And the activities implemented by the teacher that are those practical activities besides the course syllable units, topics, activities. Okay, those are beside, those are apart. Okay, so after that, after that, what I was seeing was the presentation of the AI tool guide. After you watch the first part, that it's very important, and I'm not gonna say this part is more important. No, no, every part is important because you are getting to know a new platform. Okay, and as I told you, you have to adapt in some ways because this is what you're gonna be seeing for the next 2 years for those that are doing your masters. For the next 2 years, you're gonna be seeing all this content, okay, all this dynamic of delivering activities, of interacting in the class, of getting into groups and developing colleagues activities as a group, as a team, okay, and also doing research. And the research is the last unit that we're going to be seeing over here in our ICT introductory course. Our introductory course, there are 2 classes left. This one, okay, and there's another one um, that we're going to be developing. So we have in our calendar this class, 14, course. We have the 21st class, that's the next Thursday, okay? And then um, I think that's what our final class. Let me see something. 14, 21, 28, 12, 19, 26, 12, 19. Let me see something over here because I got a little confused by a moment. Introductory course. Very good. And let me see what's my program over here. Oh my goodness. Our last class is the next Thursday. So there are 1.5 class away from the introductory course. After that, I'm gonna be like, giving to you some extra resources for developing some activities and also to be practicing with the content. Okay, I'm gonna be giving to you some resources, some topics, some things for you to get updated and um, get that precise important information. So here we are in the 14th, okay? And the 21st, it's our last class. In fact, the bachelor's group, our last class is next Tuesday. Oh my goodness. This was a little quick. Yeah. Quick and successful. Let me put this on public. Okay. What else? the respective introduction that what you're gonna be seeing in the next half of the video, in the last half of the video, you're gonna be seeing the AI tools for academic what? Success. That's what we're gonna be procuring from you. Being successful. That's what we want. Okay? AI tools. I made the respective introduction. What are those AI tools for academic purposes? Okay, there are like 10, I think, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There are 9 tools made, designed for academic um, purposes. And there are some extra that I'm going to be giving to you also that are not listed over there. That are missing like 2 or 3 that I can also be giving to you extra for academic purposes. Okay, there are 100, 1,000 applications of AI for other purposes. Okay, but the most important in the academic path are these ones that are listed over here, over there. And I was doing the respective introduction to the topic, talking about the AI, giving to you the respective welcome to the AI introduction. In fact, there is a pending diploma in AI that it was supposed to be given on November and it wasn't possible. It is pending, in fact, but um, our goal right now, our priority, it's for you to start your successful way over here, starting your respective curriculum, starting your class, and getting comfortable in your degree. And after you will have some time, developing your degree and doing your courses and being successful, then you're gonna be advised when I'm gonna be giving to you that diploma in AI. But first of all, I have the introduction over here, and I'm gonna be giving to you the basics of those specific tools that you can use for academic purposes, for helping you as a virtual student to develop your activities, okay? To get the advantage of using those specific tools. And what else? I give to you the respective welcome and like, you know, doing the respective introduction, okay? Doing the welcome, doing the basic description over here about what is AI, what does imply in the modern education, the virtual education, talking about the technology advance, and also the things that are important involving the coming of the AI to this era. Okay, because it's very important. This is like a tutorial. This is like a complete guide for you to get to know what are those tools available for you and what are they for. What are all those tools for? Because you can believe that you with one you can develop everything, and that's not the way that we're gonna be seeing all this. Because there are AI tools that are specialized, okay, specialized in some areas. For example, I'm gonna be giving to you over here the examples of what are they designed for. Okay, and for example, you have here Chat GPT. Is the best for all around tool. Is the best all around because it can adapt and give you some important ideas of how to create and also create well um the work that you want, text, images, ideas of creating videos, scripts, mathematical work, um physical, chemical, technological, all the way. That's why that all around, because it's a information giving platform. It's the best for all around, and it's for beginner or beginner. It's the best for beginner. It's free. Okay, it's not the best for research. Okay, because there's a table over there that explains to you what are they, let's say, skills. What are those skills uh, that I can be seeing over there in every AI tool? For writing, okay, it's 5 star, but not as good as research as, for example, Perplexity. It's the best for doing research. And for example, it's free. Yes, it's free. For presentations, it's not the best. Gemini is better, and Gamma is the best. The ease of use, most of all, are very friendly to use and very, comfortable for you, you know, navigating, doing the prompts, and extracting the respective information over there. Language, okay, and the beginner level. I also have over here cloud. Okay, cloud is the best for analysis. If you want to do a deep and clear analysis of a topic, of an investigation, of a resource that you want to make, so your best tool is cloud. Okay, let me see something over here. The best for analysis is cloud. I think the name was Claude, but cloud is okay. I'm sorry, I'm reviewing something. Okay, what else is the best for analysis? Perplexity, the best for research. No discussion with that. The best. Very successful, very, precise for those who are looking for a tool about doing research, deep research. Also with a high level of ease of use and for beginners also, or beginners. Perplexity. That's one that we are going to be talking about and specifying. Gemini also is the best for Google users because The Google users have too many tools into the workspace environment, so you can combine different activities, different AI tools with the Gemini, and it's the best for the integration of the Google's workspace. Okay, you have Grammarly. Okay, Grammarly for writing, ease of use, and for languages. It's the best for doing, for example, translations, for doing um, investigation in other languages. So you can find the precise information, not even if you are looking for an information in English, for example, but it can do to you the respective translation. And also, once you find some information, because you can combine these tools also, once you do the respective research using perplexity for, I don't know, exploring an information and doing something, then that information you can use it in Grammarly if you want, if you find it in other language that is not your native language, or it's a language that you don't understand, you don't know. Okay, we have here Gamma. The Gamma is, I think, is the best for presentation. Okay, I have my um, opinions. Okay, because Gamma is very good for presentation. Okay, but I have my opinions in counter. Okay, Gamma, I think is good. It's very good. Okay, but I also think that Canva is good. Visme also is good. And what is the other one? I think I have like one or two more for doing presentations, but I think the competence is between the Gamma one and the Canva. Those are the best. I'm sorry. I think Gamma is the best for presentation, and it's easy to use. Is it free? Yes, but it's even in a, let's say, trial that you have like, I don't know, uh 1 month trial, I think, or I don't know, 15 days. I don't know. There's a trial over there that you can use for a space of time, and then you have to pay for the full version. But at the beginning, it's free. Okay, then you have to pay for the plans and for using that specific tool. Okay, guys, let me do something over here. I'm sorry, I have to do some pause over here. Okay, I'm sorry for the interruption. Let's get continuing with the explanation of the AI tools for you to get to know some of them because these are, as I told you, academic way tools, academic context specifically. What else? Notebook LM. Okay, the best for study notes is the best for taking notes. What else? Let's see. The best. Okay, Grammarly, Gamma, Notebook, DeepL. Okay, DeepL. The best for translation. Also, the best for translation. It's also the ease of use. And the best for translation is the DeepL uh, tool. Also, we have the Quillbot. Quillbot is the best for paraphrasing. That's one that you will need uh, a lot in your development of your um, regular activities in class. Okay, Quillbot, the best for paraphrasing. As I told you, it's a very interesting tool that converts like word information, like professional information, into more humanistic information. Let's say like that, because some information can be so I can tell it robotic. Okay, so paraphrasing, you know what paraphrasing is, and there's a tool like Quizbot that help you out with that process. Okay, so let's give the respective introduction to the AI tool, talking about the first of all the theoretical part. Okay, talking about what the practical step-by-step manual that we teach you how to use the most powerful and accessible, sorry, artificial intelligence tool. Okay, and you will see all that into the explanation, into the information that you're gonna be seeing in that video. And it's important to know, okay, the explanation of every part. Why AI matters, why AI is relevant today, nowadays. Okay, the relevance. And also talking about the changes that has experimented the world all over the years, principally since the 2000, 2001 year. And also, what else? Let's see what else. The transformation of the online education. I also give you a really well explanation about the all the transformations that we've been through since the introduction of the technology all over the world. Okay, so there you can see a clear explanation all over that. The ethical and responsible AI use, because AI, as I told you at the beginning, um, you don't have to accept all the things, all the information that the AI gives to you. It's useful, okay, and maybe sometimes uh, it's able. You are able to use that precise information, but not always is as well as we want, as good as we hope. Okay? Sometimes there are some things that I explain over there, and it's important to recognize also the ethical part of using the AI, the correct way of using AI, and the clear explanation of that the AI do not replace the human brain. Never. Remember that the AI was created by a human brain. Okay. So let's not get confused with that. There's a clear explanation with that. The unique challenges for the distance learners, okay, assisted learning, independent learning, and some interesting scenarios over there. Also, what? Let's see over here what we have. The risks, the limitations, the critical thinking. Because nowadays we got a little confused because by the way that you are like, let's say, saving time, okay, because the AI has the power of letting you work and doing some work in advance for you to save some time of your life. Okay, because before the in the principle of the time, um, you were going like to the library and look for some books for developing your activities, for doing your homework, and doing all your things. Okay, the AI doesn't replace at all a library. It is not possible that the AI do that. I'm sorry. Let me see something. Somebody's like lost over here. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me see something over here because there's someone not in danger, but it's a little complicated right now. So let's see if I can help you out. Yes, I can help you out. Okay, so let's do the introduction. After you know all the things that you have to do for consulting the respective recording, and specifically studying the topics, developing the activities. So it's important that you, in that way, get to know in this specific context what is the AI about. Okay, so getting to know the risks, okay, limitations, because as you can see, AI also has limitations, incredible, but the truth and the critical thinking, as I was telling you, AI doesn't replace us. Never. And if you think that the computers, that the cell phones never will replace a library, for example, never will replace the traditional world. Never. Just imagine a general, a worldwide blackout. That's it. That's all for the technological. But the library will still be there, and you can consult the books over there if there's a global blackout. No more technology, no more AI, no more computers, no more electronic home. Devastating, but maybe we can survive. What else? You have over there all the information that you can explore, that you can be seeing, that you can be analyzing. And let's talk about the core AI tools for academic success. Okay, which one is that? Let's see. Which one are those? Here we go. AI tools for academic success. Yes. And here is the part that I give you the introduction to the AI tool for academic using. And what did I do? I did a presentation, as you can see, made with Gamma. What did I do specifically? Let me see some. I went to the course over here and went directly to our ICT course, okay, and did a consultation over here with the AI tools guide that is 42 page long. And I did an extraction of this information and tell Gamma, please create a presentation from this specific information. So let's see what Gamma gives to me in this case. Obviously, I didn't use that simple prompt. I did like a composed prompt using some techniques, using some tools, some characteristics specifically that I want in the presentation, and too many other things that I can specify to every AI tool. And let's see the result. Of the 42 pages we got here, 20 pages of presentation. What are those 20 pages? Let's talk about the AI tool for academic success. A complete guide for using artificial intelligence responsibly, with responsibility, productively, okay, and ethically. Giving you the welcome, giving you, of course, the explanation of the step-by-step presentation for using the best AI tools and the most powerful that are available today. The AI allows you to be more capable. Capable of what? Of amplifying your potential by amplifying your knowledge in too many areas. Okay, so you gotta be a more complete professional. And the most of you, I think the 100% of the students that are here in the room are doing the quaternary level by pursuing your master's degree. So you're gonna be learning about the AI tool for you to get more capable of processing information, getting important information, doing some serious researchers, okay, into your career for you to um, getting more complete in your professional field. AI makes you more organized, okay, because through that you can manage your workload with intelligent systems. As you can see, Notebook LM, you can see Canva, you can see Google Calendar, and makes you more competitive. You can get more skills because the enterprises, okay, the enterprises, um, the bosses, okay, your bosses, you as well, okay, and also the client, because maybe you can be a freelancer, okay, and maybe your client nowadays are being more demanding on you as professionals and wants you to have more professional skills, more professional uh, tools, characteristics for developing different works. Okay, and AI has come to you to make you more competitive. As I told you, enterprises, employers wants more from you. And if you are not ready, okay, if you don't know about AI, you are not being competitive. You have to know, you have to dig into the information of the AI tools to be more competitive, to be more professional, to have the skills that are required nowadays, not to be obsolete, not to be this phase. Okay? You have to be updated. And that valuable way to see you, it's to getting more prepared. And if you manage these AI tools, I can promise to you that you're gonna be more competitive because you're gonna be more efficient. Remember, what took me 5 hours to develop, for example, a final project of a subject of a course, what took me 5 hours nowadays take me a half an hour. I can be more efficient with the AI tools. And here nowadays, enterprises, bosses wants you to be more productive, to be more competitive, to develop some tasks in less minutes, in less time. And if you don't manage these tools, then you don't have the competence to be in an enterprise and you can be replaced easily. Trust me. Technology, AI are not the future. You are into that era already. And it's important for you to know these tools, the importance, and the how to use dynamic. The AI in the modern educational, okay, those are computer systems designed to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. But guess what? The AI also uses, you have to use the human intelligence also because you have to process and analyze what information is the AI giving to me. It's not as easy as I copy a content and paste it and that's it. No, you have to process that information. You have to validate if it's a good information, if it's in content, if it's in context, okay, if it's a valid information, okay, dig into the resource and to see where's that reference, where does that information came from. So you have to use your intelligence even if you are using the AI. What the AI has come to us is to save us some time because what took you 5 hours to develop, as I was telling you, okay, now you can develop it in 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, let's say an hour, like a maximum with the AI. So you have now 4 hours free for yourself, for your family, for developing different activities in your daily basis, for you to go on vacation if you want for 4 hours. Okay, a 4 hour vacation. Okay, maybe it's possible. Maybe for doing day to day diligence also. For those that say, I don't have time, let me tell you, there's artificial intelligence because it's not the same for you to create something by your hands that you getting a system, a whole system created for helping you to make your life easier. So let's take advantage of it, but let's validate with my intelligence, with my reasoning, with my analysis. Let's do the respective process of the information for doing a good job. Because if you use it like, freely, maybe you cannot be success. You have to get into the information that it's given to you. Because remember, as I told you, you've you've been investing a lot of time developing some tasks and doing some reports to your into your professional field, into your uh, workspace, and then it comes here more productive for your enterprise, more productive for your boss. Your job is not on the line because before the AI, you develop like, let's say, 15, 20 tasks a day. Now with the AI, you can develop 50, you can develop 70, 60 tasks a day. So you are more productive. You are getting more money for your boss, and your boss is happy with you. But nowadays, if some guy that is at your side develop 60 tasks a day and you are only developing 15 tasks a day, so your boss is not going to be happy with you. And your job maybe is on the line because of that guy that is not smarter than you, okay? But is using the respective tools to be more what? Successful. You're not being successful. So you have to adapt yourself and recognize that it's a new era over here and it's unavoidable. You cannot avoid what is happening with the technology, with the AI. It's a reality right now that it's happening. But you have to learn how to do it, how to use it wisely, to use it with intelligence, to use it with the respective proposal, to the respective purpose. Okay. Why AI matters today? Why? More than 75% of the enterprises nowadays are using AI directly or not. More than 75%. So what does that mean? That the enterprises uses technology on the daily basis. And if you are not adapted, if you don't have the knowledge, you have to procure the respective knowledge by, you know, looking for information, doing some extra, diplomas and getting more knowledge about these things. Because all the companies already are in the world of the AI. And if you are not adapted, then let's not say you're gonna be in trouble. No, you're not gonna be in trouble, like in legal trouble or something. No. But maybe you won't have the same opportunity as a prepared person is. Okay? A prepared person had or would have. Okay? So it's important. That's why I'm being reflexive over here because maybe there are sometimes things that are not completely understood by the people, the person, the students, even the teachers. And maybe it's not ignorance. Okay? Maybe it's not like I want to avoid that information. Maybe it's something that you haven't stopped to analyze. Maybe you haven't stopped to investigate of, and maybe you haven't had the opportunity for someone to explain to you the importance of this. and maybe the another point of view of using the AI. Why does it matter? Because nowadays you have 24/7 always on support on any enterprise. Let's say more than the 75 that is projected over there. And it's 100% accessible to all. As I listed on the table, you're gonna be seeing it forward. Um, you're gonna be seeing on forward that on the table it specifies those tools. I'm sorry, those tools that are free, that you have free access. Okay, and how to take advantage of the free access tools. But right now, I'm not showing you yet those that aren't free, that are paid. But let's say that they are not important. Maybe they are in another level, okay, of importance because every tool has the paid option, so you can access to other levels of uses, other tools, maybe amplified, um, let's say, advantage of the using tools, some skills or characteristics that you don't have in the basic level. Okay, so but that's another topic. Okay, the transformation of the education. Remember this uh, specific kind of education, of the virtual education, distance education, of course. Um, then you have the transformation of the education. So the education can turn into a interactive, personalized, and AI powered learning. But as I told you, it's not as easy as you copy and then paste and then present. No, you have to be more than that. Okay, you have to be not as basic as that. You have to be into an advanced level. You have to be into um, a respectful level, because once you copy an information, don't verify, paste it in a basic document, send it, and that's it. You are being unethical, you are being disrespectful to your environment, to yourself, including. I'm sorry, let me see something. Okay, what else in the reflection? I have here AI powered research, instant concept explanations, professional presentations, smart student scheduling. The most important here is are those precisely the AI powered research. Okay, that's the first one. And the most liked by me is the instant concept explanations. You are in a master's level, the most of you. So why this is the most liked by me? Okay, that's my opinion. Okay, the concept explanation. Maybe you have a concept. I don't know. Maybe technological concept, research concept, and in other contexts, let's say based on a subject, for example, physical, mathematical, chemical, or let's say in others, in other contexts. So you have a concept, okay? Then most of the time, if you are not related to the concept, then you're gonna be a little lost, okay? Because you don't know the concept, you don't know the context of what is telling to me that concept. Okay, maybe you are not related. So, what's the mission over here of the AI in the instant concept explanation? That you can ask for help to understand the precise concept. And that's one of my favorite parts over here. That the most like, as I told you, because you can get clear, immediate answers to difficult academic concepts. Okay, you can ask the AI for help if you don't understand a concept. So you can tell it, um, okay, explain to me that concept um, in different ways. I don't know, maybe in a didactical way. Okay, maybe me like if I am in the fifth grade of the elementary school. I don't know, maybe. Explain it to me like if I am a 5-year-old guy, for example. Explain it to me in a um I don't know if I playing with you I don't know, a ludical game, I don't know, a ludical activity or something, I don't know, maybe something like that. Explain it to me like if I am in the first year of the chemical learning, if I'm a beginner, knowing that information step by step. Take your time, explain it to me like if you are giving me, if you are feeding me with a spoon. Okay, if I'm a baby and you are feeding me, for example, you can get the information as too many ways as you want, and you can ask the AI for the perfect fit, for the perfect fit, okay, of the way that you can understand the information. And even more if you don't know the context of the information. If it's technological and you can understand it, and maybe, and if it's in the research um, context, and there's a topic that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. AI can be powerful and can be um, explainable to you. Let me see something over Okay, so let's say that the ethical use, responsible AI use. It is not well seen that you take some information and you say that you are the owner of that information. It doesn't seem good. It doesn't seem professional. It is not ethical. It's not responsible use. The most acceptable use is that you use the AI as a support tool. Okay, that you take the information as a draft information, as I've been telling you, you process it, you analyze it, you modify it, you adapt it to your context. Okay, always disclose, attribute AI generated content properly in your submission. Remember, there are tools specialized on paraphrasing, so you can do so. You can do the your respective job over there. And as I told you, never submit AI work as your own. Presenting AI output as original research, it's academic dishonesty. What did I tell you at the beginning of this presentation? This presentation was made by Gamma. I don't have to tell you that I created this presentation because I'm the most powerful man of the world, the most knowledge, the most advanced teacher in the world. Because it's not true, it's not ethical, good. But if it was made by me, I would say with proud. Let me tell you. But if it's not, I cannot tell you because let's say um, it's not well seen. And maybe some of you, if you have average knowledge or if you have advanced knowledge of what you are seeing in screen, you can recognize that this is not made by me. You can figure that this is not made by me because everyone recognize the information when it's AI generated and you can realize. But how can I tell you that, okay, this information was created by me? When you are seeing it on your own screen, that it says made with Gamma. I cannot lie to you. I cannot cheat because technological makes me exposed. Okay, so for finishing this session, let me tell you that you have writing research assistants as what? ChatGPT, Google, Gemini, Microsoft Copilot. It wasn't listed on the original tab that I shared to you on the original table. Also, you have here, let me see. Um, Entonces, let's say that for presenting, for presenting, dele para adelante que le estamos escuchando. Vamos a esto. What do you want? What can you do with these specific tools? With the chat GPT, okay, is the most positioned AI tool, okay, because most of the people also use it as a um, Google reference, okay, as a searcher, as a search engine, let's say. And Gemini, Copilot. Also, we have Grok. Also, we have Cloud. Also, we have too many others that are um, created for you by, for giving precise information about different topics, different existing topics. Okay. And for presentations, we have Gamma, we have Canva, okay, that you can create professional slides in minutes. You have the visual one as a mid journey, okay, for graphics, for images, translation tools, research tools. And that's it for today. Okay. On the next class, our last session, we're going to be talking about our core AI tools in a deeply way. Okay, for you to get to know how to use it, doing some examples, live examples, ideas, tips that I'm gonna show to you to get the more, let's say, to get the most advantage use of this specific tool. Each one. We're gonna try every tool. We're gonna be doing like, let's say, live dynamics by you sharing your screen to me and showing to me how to access to one of these tools, how to log in, how to, let's say, sign up, like to do the basic things with this specific tool. Do you have any question?
Yes, sir. So for the activities, right, that show for the due date, the 31st, we gotta complete all those activities.
Those are for practicing. Okay, so you go into the activity, let me show you. We're here. You go into the activity. Okay, you explore the respective units, you explore the respective resources. Okay, and go directly to the activity. Go inside the activity by clicking the respective activity, and you must read. Okay, read the step by step, and you have to develop that activity in order to be practicing with the Blackboard environment. So yes, you have to develop this practice, these activities, okay, for you to be practicing with the Blackboard environment, and to get together with the, let's say, the standard of creating an activity and uploading it into the Blackboard environment. You read the
Oh, but
instructions.
it compulsory though, or just if you want to?
I'm sorry.
Is it compulsory, or you have an option if you want to do it or not?
If you want to do it, and are you supposed to? Okay, how are you supposed to dominate the Blackboard environment if you don't do it? How are you supposed to
Sir,
learn about the
it's straight.
Blackboard?
Yeah, but sir, it's straightforward. I think in this modern days, it so everybody's supposed to know how to use it already.
Okay, you think you're ready? You think you don't need this? Why are you here then? Doesn't make sense.
No, what I'm saying, sir, is a practice, right? And I mean,
Yeah, it's for
it's
practicing.
it's
So
simple. It's simple for upload something. So this what I find out if
then
you're
do
not
it. If
do it.
it's simple, so demonstrate me that it's simple and do it, and that's it.
Miss, sorry to be rude, but you need to speak for yourself because there are a lot of persons on this platform who aren't aware of this stuff and are new to them. And as much as it might be simple for you, it might be difficult for others. So speak for yourself. It is not simple. So thank you for that initiative.
Yeah. What can I tell you is okay. Um, it's not optional. Okay. Okay. If you don't want to do it, okay, you're talking about for yourself. No problem with that. But the most, I think, logical is that you get familiar with this dynamic so you can involve into the Blackboard system, into the Unicaribe educational model, so you can develop the activity. And if you think that is simple, then do it because it's simple. So what does it take? You're not gonna lose anything. So do it. If you think that is so simple and there's no problem with that, then you just do it. And for those that doesn't think it's so simple, okay, those are gonna be paying more attention to this and reading the instructions, okay, understanding the objective of doing this kind of practices, kind of activities, and following all the steps for creating your academic work because it's important. The bottom line is this is important. You don't want to do it, okay. Maybe you start wrong. Then at the middle of your development, maybe you will need this process to be done. Maybe. Maybe not. But okay, good luck. Thank you for being here. See you each other in our next session. Thanks, guys. Have a nice rest of the night and see you in our last session next week.
Good night, sir. You too.
Goodbye.